Hey, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new. My name is Tracy and this is A Girl with Plans. In today's video, we're going to be setting up my goals for the month of March. So if you guys follow my channel or have caught any of my previous goal setups videos, then already know that I use a separate planner for my goal setting. And I do this because I just think it's nice to have everything in one place, because I do use multiple planners. This was one way to keep all of my goals in one place and to make sure that I keep coming back to track my progress. Because sometimes when I'm planning in my regular planner, I'm focusing on what is actually going on that week. And sometimes my goals and what I wanted to achieve for the year might go to the back burner. So this is kind of a way to kind of keep it in the forefront. Do I review this every day? No, and that wasn't the intention. It was just kind of to use it to reflect on at least a few times a week. Now, for the sake of time, you may have already noticed I did put some boxes on here. I feel like you probably didn't really want to see me put boxes on here. I do have multiple pages. So what I do is I have one page for two of my goal categories. So like this page, I'm going to do like a spring theme. And this page is going to be my personal development and like my socializing type goals. So I'm gonna have one column for that, one column for that, and it'll be divided the same over here. And then we flip, let me bring the other sheets. And then we flip to the next one, and you have my other two categories. And then the last one, you have my last two categories. This is going to be for my personal development / socialization. And I did the purples because I pulled these from the Agenda 52. I believe it was like a year of planning book. And they're like very purple and pastel-y type colors. These big boxes right here, all three of these boxes came from agirlwithplanz Floral Boxes book. And then I did washi down the spine because the spine of this looks like that. And then I pulled these boxes from Amber Plans Her Days Holiday Florals because I'm going to be using that. If you guys caught, I did a Mardi Gras themed plan with me for my catch-all. And I used these purples. And then I use the florals. You see I have some Mardi Gras stickers I stuck on there. So I'm going to use the remaining florals, and then I'm going to use the boxes to kind of jazz this up a little bit to go with the regular spring kind of decor. Now what my plan is I am going to show you me decorating it. But I don't think I'm going to be talking as much about my decorating. What I'm going to do is while I'm decorating, that is when I'm going to discuss my goals. So that way you can see me doing something instead of my hands just moving while I talk, while I discuss my goals. Let's talk goals. For personal development and social, my goals pretty much have remained the same, both in January, February, and now in March. So my goals for personal development is to read at least one book, and that is so that way I will reach my annual goal of 12 books. I didn't read anything in January, but in February I did manage to read 2 books and start on my third, so I am a little ahead of the game, and hopefully when I go on vacation in March I may read a couple more, so we'll see. I do think it's a great way to do like a digital detox, so it's kind of like 2 birds, 1 stone type thing. The second one, of course, is like learn a foreign language, which in this case is Spanish. It's something I really wanted to do for a while. And the way I'm trying to achieve that is by doing the Duolingo app, which is pretty much basic level conversational Spanish. I did not do very well in February. It was very hard for me. I don't know why. I just could not press play on that app a lot of the times. I did really well in January, but not in February. So I'm hoping to get back into that coming up in March. And then for my social goals, it's to reconnect with friends. And what I'm planning on doing in those 2 like bullet points that I'm going to put underneath that is to kind of list the people that I need to reconnect with. And of course, at the bottom is to organize at least 2 outings. And those 2 outings have to be something I organize. So if someone, calls and invites me to dinner, that doesn't count. It has to be me taking the initiative to do something. So who knows? I might go on several outings this month. Like I said, I have to at least organize 2. Now, I do have two boxes at the bottom of the page, and that is like either if I have extra goals that I want to kind of achieve this month, or maybe a little reflection. I don't know, we'll see. I just wanted to have that space available and not just add decor. And then on the left hand side, which I guess is the dashboard side, I have boxes there which will be used as kind of like my focus on areas. And then I don't know if I mentioned this previously, but the two sections at the top of that dashboard side, which I have already labeled personal development and social, that's kind of where I'm going to list like my monthly to-dos, kind of like a task list to achieve those goals. On to page 2, which is my professional development and financial goals. I will say that I'm using pretty much the same sticker books, the Amber Plans Her Day Holiday Florals, and then the Agenda 52's Planning for the Year book, which I think is the name, but not 100% sure. And then those two big gold boxes at the top, they came from the Happy Planners Essential Mega Book. I was having trouble finding big boxes in those colors, so I had to resort to that book and pull those out. All right, so I am doing things a little bit differently for these two pages. What I'm doing is I am writing kind of subheadings under my actual goals. And then at the end of this video, I will actually go through and write the goals for each subheading. So the subheadings that I'm using for professional development is work, which is my 9 to 5, and then social media. And then financial goals is investment, which is primarily right now my IRA. And then the second one is savings. Again, just like the previous page, I left some extra boxes at the bottom, which can be for some additional goals, or it could just be for some notes and reflections. And then I still plan on using the left page or the dashboard to kind of write focus areas and jot down any tasks that need to be completed for the month. All right, final goals page for the month. This is goals for the home. Now, I did change up the decor a little bit for this one. So I did use some from the Happy Planners. I believe it was Essential Seasons. I'm not 100% sure, but it was pretty much just the spring quote and the little floral box. And then I used Colorful Boxes by Happy Planner for those colored boxes. And then I use Agenda 52 Girls Book for all of the actual decor. Now, goals for the home, I pretty much just have two goals, which is declutter and spring cleaning. And then the extra space that I've not filled in is going to be for miscellaneous. I did that last month and it seemed to work well, just because throughout the month there may be other focus areas that I want to focus on, and they don't actually fit in any of the other categories, so that's why I wanted to create a miscellaneous section. All right, so now we're going to go ahead and pop this back in. We'll just start at the beginning. So these are pretty much set. I have to read at least one book, learn a foreign language, reconnect, organize things. I did change this up off camera. I added the bike here because it was just cute, and I had saw it when I was flipping through looking for my St. Patrick's Day decor. All right, so let's go ahead and set these really quick. So work, I want to set a daily and weekly task list. And then I still need to get on design software. I guess that's probably not the correct verbiage. I'm not trying to actually design some software. I'm trying to find a design software. Yeah. So for social media, I want to post daily. And I definitely, the one thing I need to do is research and learn, because that is what I am. I'm still new, so that's like needs to be probably like an ongoing theme. That one's probably going to be a goal within social media for a while, and I'm not sure why this isn't sticking. So for investment, I also need to research. And then I need to consistent with transfers. So I just need to research investments. This is all the IRA, and then savings. I also need to transfer portion of paycheck. I need to create a savings calendar maybe. And what I'll do for that is I'll do that more of like for specific. So like for trips, like if I want to travel, then I'll do a savings calendar for that. All right. So I have these. I think I need to add bullet points to that. So I'm going to do that really quick. All right. So for decluttering, I need to go through all of, I'm not going to just say closets. I'm going to say storage closets. And then I definitely need to focus on, I'm going to just put bedroom. And that is under my bed where, you know, all stuff goes to hide forever. So it's like under the bed and in my nightstand is what I really need to focus on. I also need to do clothing, but this is non-clothing. This is all just stuff. So this time I'm not going to focus on clothing. And then spring cleaning. I guess if I want to declutter, I guess I'll focus on my bedroom. And then I'll just say my bathroom because that's the one that's attached to the bedroom. So I'll just knock those two out. All right, that was simple enough. And then in these areas, I am going to put like focus on, I'm going to wait. I don't want to do that right now. I kind of want to do it as I start getting into it, just because things change. And because I'm not, you know, these are my whole pages for the entire month. I don't want to write things down and then they change. So that is the reason why I'm not going to write it down. But this is what's going on the month. I might end up taping a sheet here to write notes on or something of that effect. Just because I'm only using this as a divider. It will literally go back in probably my calendar folder with the other half of the calendar for future use. Okay, guys, that is me setting my goals for the month of March. Of course, I know it wasn't in-depth. I think I'll get more in-depth when it comes to my reflections, which I'm hoping to do, I would say, hopefully like early April, because I'll do like a quarterly reflection. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. And if you're not already subscribed, I would really appreciate it if you would consider subscribing to my channel. All right, guys. Thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to join me today. I hope you enjoyed the rest of your day, evening, or night. Until next time, bye.